Hello, my name is Natasha Bodden and I'm an attorney at law in the Cayman Islands with Sonia Bush and Associates. I'm here to tell you today about advanced care planning, why it's important and why it's something that everyone should consider regardless of age, gender or even health. So what is advanced care planning? Right now, advanced care planning is something that you do for what if something were to happen to you and you cannot speak for yourself. You need to be able to know and have the confidence that your family, friends, pastors, and other persons who are close with you are able to tell you and speak for you in the event that you can't speak for yourself. This is extremely important because it makes sure that your wishes, your desires, and your wants are heard even in the event you can't speak for yourself. Now, this doesn't only apply to elderly persons, it doesn't only apply to those in poor health. This applies to persons all across the board, male or female, young and old. It's important because we don't know what can happen today, tomorrow, or in the future. So let your voice be heard even when you can't speak for yourself.
Hi, I'm Sophia Walker and I'm from the Department of Children and Family Services. I work in the elderly unit. I am a social work assistant. And I'm here to explain to you, or to encourage you rather, as you hear more and more about the buzzword advanced care planning. Just want you to know and encourage you that it is a discussion that has to take place with your family. It's simply just caring for each other. What we want you to understand is that the advanced care plan is there for your best interests. If you don't speak now to let your loved ones know what you want, as you grow older in age, as we go through the degenerative disease stages, as we probably end up with having trauma in whatever situation you find yourself in. You want to be able to speak now to your family. I know it's not an easy conversation to have, but it's a conversation that has to get started. You have to let them know what you want. You have to say to them, I don't want certain people taking care of my accounts. You have to tell them, I want so-and-so to take care of my property. I know who I want to take care of my finances, my pension. I know who I want to pay my bills. These are things that you have to start talking with your family about. And definitely, you want to know that you take care of things now.
So what are the first few steps that you should do? Think about it. Talk about it and then write it down. So now that we've covered why it's so important to have an advanced care plan, we want to talk about how do you start planning it? How do you go about doing it? Well, the first thing you want to do is sit down with your loved ones, your friends, other family members, perhaps a pastor or other people that you're close to, and just have a general discussion with them. I know sometimes it's a hard topic to bring up with family because a lot of times family and friends don't want to hear about what if something were to happen to me, this is what I want done. So the DCFS, the Department of Children and Family Services, Elderly Services Unit, actually provides assistance so that it can get you started and give a safe and comfortable environment that you can speak to your friends and family about this. So once you've spoken to your friends, your family, and other close people with you, and you decide this is what I would want to say if I were unable to say it, then the next step will be to write it down. Now, you certainly want to write it down because it helps alleviate any uncertainty if something were to happen to you and you can't speak for yourself. When you write it down, it helps your friends and your family make decisions that they may not want the burden of making. And it would be much better for them and easier for them if they know this is a decision you want to make and this would be your voice were it able to be heard. So now that you have thought about it, spoken about it, written it down, what do you do next? Well, the best thing for you to do would be to provide a copy to your loved ones and your friends so that they know what you want. That's the most important part of advanced care planning. It's for your voice to be heard when you can't speak for yourself. So give copies to friends and family so that there's no doubt, there's no uncertainty. Everyone knows what it is you would like done and to make sure that that treatment happens when you can't speak for yourself. So give a copy to friends, give a copy to family members, perhaps provide a copy to your long-term medical doctor. And also you can provide a copy if you have a power of attorney, maybe to your attorney or to other persons who are responsible so that they know. If it is to do with your banking, perhaps you can provide a copy to your banking officer. But the Department of Children and Family Services, Elderly Services Unit, are there to help you with those decisions, and they most certainly can assist you in writing it down and sharing. So now that you have thought about it, spoken about it, written it down, and provided copies to everyone to make sure your voice is heard, that's not necessarily the end of it. You can decide when you want it changed, and you can just change it. It's not set in stone. It's something for you to do as often that you feel is necessary. I know some people decide, perhaps on their birthday or every New Year, they want to review it and think, have I changed my mind from the last time? And they do it then. And it's always a good opportunity to review it regularly to make sure the document there says what you want it to say when you can't speak for yourself. Advanced care planning is very important. Please don't wait until it's too late and your voice can't be heard. This is what you need to do to make sure your loved ones and your close friends know what you want in case you can't speak for yourself.